back to another episode of Vacancy at Vanilla's, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Yes, if you're watching on video, you may have noticed. Vanilla, why are you in bed? Well, we're going to get to that in a second. But all you need to know is that today drained me. Today, you know that meme? Today drained me. I don't think, and it's only for one reason, and we're going to get into it in a second, but I feel like I just got hit by a train, like I just ran a marathon. Like, I am so stressed out. I don't know how you people have kids, because the reason why I'm so stressed out is involving my lovely son, Miso, for, as you guys know and love him. And, sorry if it just got quiet. I didn't realize I had my fan on and it just turned itself off. Sorry about that. My son Miso this morning decided that it would be a fun idea. So I have a TV stand. My TV's over here, right? It's in this direction on this wall. My bed is right here. My couch is right there. Okay, try to picture that in your brain. So when I mounted my TV, I said, you know what? I'm going to get one of those mounts that you could adjust the TV. You could turn the TV this way, turn it that way. And if I want to watch TV in bed, because I do live in a studio apartment because the rent in LA is insane. But I am going to be moving into a 2-bedroom apartment soon, which I'm very excited about. So anyway, we'll talk about that after. We need to stay on topic. I need to stay on topic for once because I need to give you guys the play-by-play of how this went down. So I decided last night, and honestly, I don't even really turn the TV that much. I feel like a lot of the times if I want to watch something, I'll just watch it on the laptop. But last night, I just really wanted to watch RuPaul's Drag Race before I went to bed. So I watched it, fell asleep, woke up in the morning, and obviously it was still facing that way. So when I pull it and I turn the TV, there's metal fucking things that Miso thinks is a fun little adventure. He thinks that it's a little bit of a jungle gym back there and it's a fun thing to climb up into. So he jumps up in it, and I've seen him do it a couple times before, so I wasn't really surprised, but he did wait until I was awake at least, so that was nice of him. He waited until I was conscious. I mean, maybe he did do it in my sleep. I mean, I wouldn't know. But he jumps up into the fucking metal back of the TV stand, and I say, "Hey, get down!" And I yell at him because he's being bad. And there is a little, I have a wax melter, like a wax warmer, you know what I'm talking about? And it makes your house smell good. But I put this essential oil in it. I went to Joshua Tree maybe 2 years ago. Not the most recent time I went, but the time before that. I went to Joshua Tree. And as soon as I walked in, I said, "Oh my God, it smells fucking amazing in here." I messaged the host. I'm like, "What is this?" Because there was a bunch of oil diffusers going. I'm like, "What is this scent? I have to know." She was like, "Oh my God, of course." And she sent it to me on Amazon. So now I buy the oil and I put it in the wax melter because it's all the same shit. I mean, fucking whatever. The oil turns in, the wax melts turn into liquid anyway. So I put it in the wax melter. Sometimes I'll turn it on and it smells delicious. So the oil is constantly constantly in there in oil form. Whereas, now that it's kind of making sense to me, if it were a wax smell, it would just turn back into wax when it's not being warmed up. But it just stays oil. But Miso never got into it. He has gotten into many things. But when I yelled at him, he panicked and he tried to jump down and his whole foot dunked into the oil. As that happened, I was, at the time I was unaware that his entire foot went into the oil. I thought that he had just kicked it over because it did fall over and the glass did shatter all over the place. And oil flew all over the place, glass shattered all over the place. First thing in the morning. Amazing. Love that. Great way to start my morning. So then I get up, I clean it up, I'm cleaning up the glass, and I soon realize shortly after that there was oil all over my son's foot. Essential oil. The scent, you may ask, it was called tobacco vanilla. I know that doesn't sound like it smells good, but I promise it does. It doesn't smell like tobacco. I promise it actually smells good. And, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I rinse his foot off, okay? I rinse his foot off and I use a little bit of like hand soap, which I didn't have any Dawn or anything. I was like, fuck, I didn't have cat shampoo. So I used a little bit of hand soap. And he's licking his foot, and he's drooling, okay? He starts drooling, and I'm like, oh my God, he's poisoned. He's gonna fucking die. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, fuck, I call my mom. I'm like, what do I do? He's licking it, and he's drooling now, and da-da-da. She's like, he's okay. He probably just tastes bad in his mouth. Like, if anything, maybe he'll throw up, or he'll have diarrhea. Like, he's not gonna die. And I was like, oh my fucking God. So I'm Googling, and Google's saying like that there's certain ones that are like very toxic to cats. Anything citrus, eucalyptus, I think maybe lavender, like anything like that, peppermint is a no. You're not supposed to have those around cats. And I'm like, okay, it was none of those. So I'm like, okay, that's at least a plus. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him. And then I end up rinsing his foot off a second time because I just was like panicked and I felt like I didn't get it all off. I could smell it on him still. He smelled delicious. But I was like, I feel like I couldn't get it off of him. So I washed his foot a second time. He still was drooling a little bit. He was eating. He ate. I gave him treats. He ate the treats. He wasn't acting like he was like high or anything. I was just like, I was fucking freaking out. And then I had a lash appointment. At this point, it's 2 hours after he stepped in the fucking oil. I'm watching this boy like a hawk. All morning I'm watching him like a fucking hawk, making sure that he's not acting weird or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. You better be okay by the time I get home. Go get my lashes done. They look amazing. They look gorgeous. Also, you're probably looking at my hair. You're like, bitch, what the fuck? Your hair's red. I know. We're going to get into that too. But someone just yelled in the hallway. I got my lashes to match my hair. They're like a dark red. They're very cute. So Miso, I come home from my lash appointment and he is alive and he was taking a nap. And, when I got home, as soon as he woke up, he decided to start licking his foot again because it was still kind of wet from the bath. And then he starts drooling again. And I'm like, fuck, it still has to be on his foot or like he must still taste it. So I went over to CVS, got me a big ass bottle of Dawn, and I gave him his third fucking bath. But this time, like the commercials of the ducks covered in fucking tar and oil. And they're like washing him off with Dawn, the baby ducklings. That was me with Miso about 20 minutes ago. I'm scrubbing his goddamn foot. I'm scrubbing his foot, even his other paws. I'm like, fuck it, you never know. Maybe he saw it. I'm scrubbing this boy down. He's hollering. You know when cats, when they go, whoa, whoa. You ever heard them do that? That's what he was doing. He was howling. Okay, my son was fucking howling. And then Chai clawing at the bathroom door because she thinks he's dying in there or something. She's clawing at the door. She's trying to save him, get in there, which was actually kind of sweet. Because all this time I thought she didn't give a fuck about him, but she clearly does. Also, he's walking around right now and he just looks like a little wet rat. I'm sorry, he won't let me fully dry him. And his tail, I really wish. I wonder if he'll come up here. Hey, you want to show the people? Hey, you want to show everyone what you look like? Okay. His tail is like so skinny when it's not, because he's a fluffy tail. So when it's wet, it looks just like a little rat. Poor guy. He's just kind of walking around trying to dry himself off completely. But he had his third and final bath about 20 minutes ago. And he's okay. He's licking himself dry. He's not drooling. And he was also doing this. He was going like it tasted bad. He's not doing that anymore. My son is not poisoned. I think I could say that now. And I was really fucking worried all morning. And that literally fucking drained me. And then guess what? I tried to call the Animal Poison Control Center because that's what Google said to do. Give them a ring. Hi, thank you for calling the Animal Poison Control Center. Just so you know, it's going to be an $80 fee. Hung that shit up so quick. Not because I don't want to help my son, but damn, if I was going to pay $80 fee, bitch, I'll just go to the vet. At that point, I'll just pay the $100 fee because you go to the emergency vet, whatever, you pay $100 to fucking get them checked out. And then if they actually need help, then, whatever, then it's more. But damn. Paying $80 just for you to tell me to fucking rinse him off with Dawn soap or something? No, I'm not doing that. Well, I understand if it's like some life or death shit, but I was like, he's not acting weird. Like he looks like it just tasted bad. Like $80. Fucking this man, America is so fucked, bro. I should be able to call up and ask someone if it's okay that my cat fell off of the the TV stand into a pot of essential oil, and I should be able to call someone up and ask them. It's just not fair. But that's how my day's been going. So I'm sorry about the late episode. I'm sorry for the lag. Very sorry about that. I was going to film it yesterday again. Couldn't do that because my therapist ghosted me again for the second time. So what's that about? What's that about? And I'm trying to be the bigger person here. I'm trying to be an adult about it. If you listened a few episodes ago, we were talking about how I had an appointment with her. And a lot of times my appointments with her are like in the middle of the day. Okay. So it's like a 2 p.m. kind of a thing. So, and I wake up at around 10 a.m. usually, 10, 11-ish. Depends on what time I go to bed. Today I woke up at like 9 something though, because I fell asleep pretty early. So, I wake up, usually I kind of just like rot in bed for a little bit, not too long. Then I kind of get up, get my day started, have a little bit of breakfast. So usually when I do a 2 p.m. therapy appointment, I'll kind of just chill around the house until 2 and then do the appointment, right? So the first time this happened, which was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, not that long ago, I have the appointment with her and it's a Zoom appointment. So I get on my Zoom, I'm waiting, it's 10 minutes goes by, I'm like, okay, 15 minutes goes by. I message her. I said, hey, are we still on for today at 2? Okay, nothing happens, right? And then a few hours later, I called her phone, her phone. A few hours later, she messages me back. I may want to say about maybe like 5 o'clock. Oh my God, Emily, I'm so sorry. I was having connectivity issues. So sorry about that. My Wi-Fi was, or whatever, connection issues. She was like, this rarely happens. I said, okay, I'm not buying it, but I'll chalk it up to that. Because, bitch, that's the thing. Even if your Wi-Fi goes out, your phone still works. You should be able to at least answer the phone call. And you know your schedule. Like, this is what you do all day, every day. You're a fucking therapist. Like, so it's like, how could you have forgot that you had an appointment? Anyway, so I feel like she just never knows when I'm, like, actually booked with her. Because sometimes I'll do every other week. And if I feel like I want to get an appointment in between that, like, I'll do every week, but it really varies. So this one was the set scheduled appointment that I have with her. And then sometimes I'll request another one and she could like approve it on the app or whatever the fuck. But this was part of our regularly scheduled routine. Okay. And she, I get on the fucking thing and again, I wanted to record the podcast yesterday. Would have been a perfect time to do it. But, I woke up a little late and I was like, fuck, if I start recording now, then I'm going to have to rush because of therapy, whatever. So I didn't. So I get on the phone and I had a lot of other shit that I had to do yesterday before because I was going to do the confessional stream. Well, I did do the confessional stream at 6 p.m. If you missed that, it was pretty fucking funny. I dressed like a priest and everyone called in and confessed their sins. It was pretty cool if you want to go watch that. It's up on Twitch. But I was like, okay, I got to do the confessional stream. I have to make sure I work out because I'm trying to do 75 soft. I had a lot of other shit that I had to do before 6 p.m. And I'm like, okay, boom. I get on the appointment. 10 minutes goes by. And as soon as it hit that 10-minute mark, I said, oh, this bitch is not showing up. I message her again. I'm like, hi, are you coming? Like, where are you at, bitch? I didn't say that. I'm like, hi, are we still on for today? Again, she fucking messages me at... maybe, again, same thing, like 2 or 3 hours later. Hi, I'm sorry. I thought I tried to message you earlier this morning. I guess it never went through. But can I see you tomorrow at this time? I said, no, I can't see you tomorrow at this time because tomorrow is now today. And I was getting my lashes done at the time that she wanted to see me. I said, no, I can't, bitch. Not bitch. She's actually a really nice lady. And I think she's taught me some really, really helpful things. And she is very like insightful and she's given me like some really good advice. And like, she really has like pushed me in the right direction with a lot of stuff. And I do think that she's a great therapist. But I'm just like, okay, what's going on here? Like, what is with this communication? Like, this is messy. Not even, oh, I'm so sorry because this is the second fucking time this has happened. Not even, oh, I'm so sorry, like, whatever. Because the first time this happened, she's like, oh, I can give you a discount off of next week's. session. I'm not even sure if she did. I have to check my bank statements on that one. But I'm thinking maybe she's like, oh, I could give you a free session or something. Because at this point, this is getting a little crazy. So then, I'm like, I couldn't even record the podcast yesterday because even though I fucking didn't go to therapy, I still had so much other shit to do. But I'm like, fuck, man, I would have just recorded from the moment I woke up if I knew that this bitch was going to cancel. It was so annoying. It really pissed me off. And it's not like I'm in therapy for like anger management or anything. Like I'm not like an angry person. So, and that was it. I messaged her back and I was like, no, I can't do that time. And she never answered me. So I'm like, damn, I kind of want to be like, hey, sorry. Like, I don't know. What do I say? Like, I kind of want to be like, can you give me the next session for free? Cause this is, the second time this has happened. And, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to go about it. I really don't know what I should say. I don't know what I should say. Speaking of other things that have pissed me off, this actually just came to the top of my head. Almost 2 months ago now, I ordered, and some of y'all know, I've people be asking me, where the fuck are those wigs at? I ordered these 2 wigs, okay? I ordered 2 wigs off of this girl on Instagram, or TikTok. I saw her on TikTok. She's pretty big on TikTok. Not pretty big. I mean, she has like a little bit of following on there. She makes these wigs that are the same color of like products, of like fucking energy drinks, Skittles, whatever, like the packaging of a product. She did a Plan B one. It was so funny. Like, but she makes wigs the same colors and they're really cute. And so I was like, oh, these are cool. I want like some new cool wigs, whatever. So I bought 2 of them. It was $600. All right. It says on her website, allow 4 to 6 weeks because they're all custom made. Okay, fine. No rush. So the 6-week mark hits. I have no update, no nothing. There's nothing updated on the website, no order number, no nothing. So on the 6-week mark, I emailed her. Wait a few days, no response. Did I talk about this? I don't think I talked about this last week. Whatever. Dude, I'm telling you, I literally don't remember anything that I've ever fucking said. I'm sorry. Again, if I've talked about this, so sorry. Anyway. Emailed her, nothing. Messaged her on Instagram, nothing. Then I look at her Instagram again. Under one of her posts, she has a number in the thing, says, oh, text this number to order, DM me or text this number to order. I text the number. Hey, this is my order number. I ordered over 6 weeks ago. Just wanted to get an update. I've also messaged you on Instagram and emailed you. Okay? Nothing. The next day, I call Cash. I said, you got to do me a favor. He was like, what? I said, text this number right now. Say, hey, girly, I want to buy a wig. Say, hey, girl, I want to buy a wig. Okay. He texted her. She answered within 10 minutes. Okay, bitch, now you're about to piss me the fuck off. Bitch. Now that I'm telling the story, I'm like, I feel like I talked about this. Whatever. I'm like, oh, yeah, now you pissed me off. So then I texted her. I said, girl, you just texted me back on my other number. What's up? Where's my wigs? She texted me back. She said, sorry, ? I was like, I just texted you. I'm like, where are my wigs? This is my order number. And you just texted me back on my other number when I said, I was lying saying it was my other number. It was really fucking Cash. Where are my wigs at? Because I paid $600. If you think you're not going to send these wigs, baby, you're sending these fucking wigs. And then the audacity, this bitch goes, oh, I'm her assistant. So I'm not in charge of the online orders. I'm only in charge of the orders that are made through this number. Okay, so you're her fucking assistant, but you don't have access to her orders that are made over the fucking internet? Goodbye, bitch. I know I'm talking to you. Babes. And I know you don't have no fucking assistant. Girl, you're not that popular. Please. So I'm like, okay, now you're pissing me off because everyone thinks I'm fucking stupid, apparently. So I'm like, all right, well, what do you want to do? Because I'm gonna file the chargeback. And as soon as I said chargeback, she goes, no, we can issue a refund to you. No problem. We can issue a refund to you. That is no problem. I can issue you a refund. I said, I was like, why are you so quick to issue the refund? I'm like, what if she already made these wigs? Like, I'm like, Miss Assistant, talk to your fucking boss. What if she already shipped them out or so? You're so quick to want to issue me this refund. Because when you do a chargeback, the business gets charged as well. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take matters in my own hands. So I said, I was like, yeah, I want the refund, whatever. And then fucking the bitch just was like, giving me the runaround. I said, okay, bet. She was like, oh, give me your Instagram. She was like, to tell me your Instagram name so she can message you. So then the bitch messaged me a few days later. But this is after, oh, girl, as soon as I got off, I called the bank. I was like, hi, I want to do a chargeback, blah, blah, blah. This is the thing. This is what happened. So I explained to them the whole thing. I just remembered it because that money hit my account today. That money hit my account today. That 600 hit my account. And it says credit. So they said, they were like, we could give you the money while we do the investigation. But then, like, sometimes if they find out that, like, it's not in your favor, they'll take it back or something. But I'm like, girl, what is she going to find? I'm like, the order never shipped. So I'm sure the money will stay in my fucking account. But the money hit my shit today. I said, okay, thank you. Thank you for my 600 back. And she messaged me on Instagram. She was like, hey, love. Sorry, I've been so busy. Gonna ship it out this week. This was last week. So on Friday, I said, okay, this was on Monday. So then on Friday, I was like, okay, what's the update? So sorry. Okay, gonna ship it out next week. Okay, bet. I'm honestly hoping, somewhere deep down she does ship these cause she's a legit, I see people reposting and or posting pictures wearing her wigs and they're like, oh, and they tag her and she reposts it. Like, it's not that she's like a scammer. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck, if she just like thinks that she could just play with people's fucking money and like time. Cause then I also have a feeling that these wigs are gonna show up at my fucking door and they're gonna look like Shein fucking wigs. Like, that's also what I think is gonna happen. Is that these wigs are not going to look like the ones that she makes in the pictures. And so I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I'm like, maybe I don't want the wigs to show up because then she's going to be like, oh, no, I sent them. And then she's going to want her fucking money back or whatever. That shit pissed me off. So that's what I get. And did I talk about this, man? Did we talk about this? Dude, it's so bad how bad my memory is. This is so bad. I don't even remember. Guys, yell at me if we already talked about this. Sorry for wasting like 10 minutes if we already. But yes, I know my hair is red. We did also talk about that last episode, how I'm talking about how literally I said last episode I don't want to dye my hair dark. Me this week. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep bleaching it. I fucking can't keep doing it. So I dyed it this little dark red, and then I figured when I'm bored with the dark red, I'm gonna go brown. For some reason, it actually feels worse and drier than it did when it was blonde. It still feels really bad. But it doesn't look as bad, I guess, maybe. I feel like it doesn't look as dry and disgusting because I also fucking hate when you could see on me. I think on other people it looks good. For some reason on me, I hate it. I hate when you could see my roots coming in with the blonde. I feel like it's just such a dirty look on me. Like, it just does not look good. It just looks like I never do my hair. Like, and it's just because my hair is so short that even a little bit of root makes it look so, like, not clean and cute and gorgeous. And, sorry, someone's texting me. And it was fucking pissing me off. So I was like, oh, my God. So I just said fucking, and I used whatever. I had some, like, Adore hair dye in my fucking drawer from when I dyed. I have a wig that's this color, so I have some hair dye left over from when I dyed that wig. I said, put that shit on my head, and here we are. And I think it's cute, and I cut it a little bit. It's kind of like a little pixie, little Halle Berry. I don't have my eyebrows on right now. It looks a little ridiculous with the bleached eyebrows, I will say. When I pencil the eyebrows in like a nice like red, dark brown, it is very cute. It is kind of cute. I think it's a little cute. So, yeah, that's it. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I have no like attachment to my hair. Y'all know me. I don't really give a fuck. I'll shave it again tomorrow and be like, well, who cares? But I do think it's cute, and I like it. And I'm sorry, I actually have a new setup going on right now. I have a mirror behind where my phone is showing me I could see like kind of small in the mirror like that my camera is recording because I have no fucking storage on my phone. I have no storage left. I have an iPhone 11. I've had this iPhone since 2018. Still going strong. And it's an 11 Pro Max, I think. It's still going strong. And I have no fucking storage. I have like fucking 12,000 pictures on it. I don't fucking know. So I deleted a whole bunch of shit. I had to delete a lot of just useless, stupid screenshots and 10 pictures of the same thing. I'll take like 80 pictures of chai and they're all the same fucking thing. I had to delete like so many useless fucking things. and it did clear up a little bit of storage for me. But I was, the other day I went to go take like a 2-second video or something. My phone's like, you have no more storage. What? And also, recording these hour-long podcasts every week is probably not helping. So I probably should transfer some of them over to the cloud. I'm like, I don't even know how. Can I be so honest with you guys? I have not a fucking clue how iCloud works. Not a fucking clue in the world. Don't know anything about it. I genuinely don't understand iCloud. I'm like, is my shit backed up on there? I don't know. Could I delete all my pictures today and would I still have them on iCloud? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know how iCloud works. I really don't get it. I don't know if it's backing up automatically. Like, what's going on? Are my pictures all on the cloud or what? Because I don't know, baby. Because I'm like, if my shit's all on the cloud, man, I'll take a lot of shit off of the phone. If I got the memories and shit in there in the cloud somewhere, I don't know, baby. I don't know how the fuck this cloud works. I don't know. I never understood it. I never understood. I'm like such a boomer in that sense. I'm like, the cloud? What do you mean, the cloud? I just like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. And I'm sorry. Y'all are probably making fun of me because I know a lot of you guys already say I'm like a fucking grandma when it comes to a lot of this shit, but I don't know, man. I don't want to use the cloud. But other than that, I'm like, what else is gonna, okay, this past weekend, I went to a private poker game. As y'all know, if you're a real, real vanilla stan, if you're real tapped in, you know that before I ever moved to, when I first moved to LA, before the clubs were open back up, this was like COVID times, towards the end of COVID. Saying towards the end of COVID, like it's just eradicated, is crazy. Towards the end of the should be in lockdown or closed or whatever, I was working these private poker games out in LA. Basically, I would waitress them. There are these games that these guys would throw all over LA. All different people would do. It was a very big thing. It was like a whole underground thing that was going on. The casinos were all closed, so all these guys that like to play poker would come to these either warehouses. Sometimes they'd be in these like people's apartments, like gorgeous penthouse apartments. They'd have chefs. They'd have a full bar, alcohol, liquor, whatever the fuck, food catered. If they didn't have a chef, they'd always have food catered. Whatever. They got everything. Girls working, you can get drinks served to you. You can get a massage at the table. Like it was fun. So that's what I would do. I would, you walk around in your little heels and little dress, a little like nightclub outfit, and you just walk around and you make them drinks and shit or whatever the fuck. And it's good money. It was good money. It was cool. The only thing is that a lot of these games went super late, and some of these girls would stay the whole time till like damn near 6 a.m. Oh, fuck no. Once it hit 2, I was out of there. So I ended up, after doing a few games for a few different people, I ended up working this game for this one dude, OG. Shout out OG. He listened, and it's actually so funny to me because like majority of my demographic is like gays and Gen Z and sexy young people. And to think that right now that there is a 53-year-old like super macho, tatted the fuck up from head to toe Mexican man from Los Angeles listening to the podcast right now. He listens to like every episode. I fucking love him. He's so iconic. I love OG. And I swear to God I've talked about him in an episode before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's like, I need my shout out, man. I need my, like, why haven't you? I'm like, I swear to God, I've talked about you in an episode before, like, whenever I brought up the poker shit, like, how out of all the games that I worked, like, I love OG, I love his games. He taught me how to play poker. Like, there'd be nights when, like, I wouldn't want to go to work. Like, this is back when the club had now been open again, so I was working at the club and shit. And me and him, we would go to dinner. We would go, like, he was so cool. And, well, he is still fucking cool. He's so cool. And he'd be like, are you going to work tonight? And I'd be like, no, I'm not feeling it. And he'd be like, well, just come play poker with me. So he would bring me to these games. And there was this one game that we used to go to a lot. And it was at this penthouse apartment. They had a chef that the motherfucker had a full menu every night, like steak, fucking shrimp, filet mignon, whatever. It was like a good ass food. There was this one lady who she was an actual massage therapist. Some of the games had like a literal massage therapist. You could go and she has like, the chair that they have, like they have the ones, some of the nail salons have them, or the ones like they're in like the mall. You know what I mean? You like put your face in it, but you're still sitting up kind of, those kind of chairs. She had like one of those chairs you can like go like take a break in another room, go get a real massage. I was like, oh my God, dude, it was so fucking awesome. I would go to these games with him. I would sit at the table with him. He would like, show me he would kind of teach me how to play. I would just watch what's going down. And some of these dudes are playing with big money. There was that one time we were at that game, one dude has 60,000 in chips and he was just fucking it all off. He was just literally just fucking put in $1,000 every hand. He was losing bad. This motherfucker, I was like, ooh. So he taught me how to play poker, and we even we go to the casino sometimes and play a little bit of poker. Like, he really taught me how to play, and I was like, oh, this is actually fun. Like, I like this shit. And the thing about poker, especially like of those private games, it's not a lot of girls who go play. It's not a lot of women who are playing. There's only a few. And a lot of the guys say they're like, when a woman sits at the table, it is like not intimidating, but like kinda, because you're like, whatever. And they're like, it's also distracting because men are like fucking ooga booga. And so they've like admitted that to me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw people off their game a little bit, So I've played a few times on my own since then, and I'm not, I just am. It's not that I'm not good. Like, I understand most of the shit, but sometimes I just get in my own head, and I don't know. So I panic a lot of the times. I'm like, ah! Girl, my poker face is horrible, and it's not even that it's horrible. It's like half the time I don't even know what's fucking going on. But OG had a game for the first time in like forever this past weekend. He was like, "You better come." I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna go." So I went and I played. I played by myself, like for real, for the first time in a really long time. Didn't practice or anything. Sometimes I'll play on my phone. I'll like download the apps you can play on your phone. I didn't practice at all. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in and play. So I go in there. It's literally in this fucking warehouse, and like it's just like, girl, I'm not gonna say. I don't want to get them. It's in this fucking warehouse. They got like lowriders in the fucking warehouse and shit. They got food. They got whatever. And it's just so funny because it's literally just me and then a bunch of like probably gang affiliated motherfuckers like just like at a table. Like, everyone's kind of a little scary looking, and one dude just whips out a giant bag of cocaine. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, all right, cool. And I'm literally just like, la la la, looking at my cards. I'm like, sure. Like, I call. Like, I'm just, and it's just something so funny about that. I don't know. So, yeah, Chai, why are you doing that now? Now Chai's doing the thing where she's, hey, girl, don't tell me you got the oil on you too. All right, no, she's good. She was just licking her foot. These children be stressing me out. So yeah, so I was playing, and I actually was doing good. There was one guy that was sitting next to me. I ran him off the table. He was like, I gotta take a break. You took all my money. I said, cha-ching. And I did pretty good, and then I made a couple stupid decisions, but then I still was doing good. There was never a point where I was losing money. Okay, I was either up or like breaking even at the entire time. But I ended up leaving, and I left up $100. At one point I was up like $300. But I left up $100. That is the first time that I've ever played poker and like actually won money. I don't think I've ever played and won money ever. I fucking always lose. I always lose. I'm lucky if I even break even. Like, I always fucking lose. But I was doing so good. I was like, hey, I was on a fucking roll, baby. I was on a roll. So yeah, no, I did pretty good. And I think they're gonna do it like once a month or something. I'm not sure, but I'm down to go. And then they were all like, it was so funny because I'm there, and then OG's like talking about the podcast, and he was like, this girl's gonna blow up. Like, this girl, like, he's like telling everyone, he's like she's got merch coming. And then like the rest of them, they're like, we gotta get on an episode. I'm like, how fucking iconic would that be to just have them all sitting here in my apartment like the biggest, scariest men ever, and we're we're just like on the, hey everyone, Vacancy and Vanilla. It's like, it's just so iconic. Something about that is so iconic. But yeah, fucking love that guy. No, OG's mad cool. I don't want to like incriminate him I mean, he doesn't do anything bad, but he's a cool ass guy. He used to do some like fucked up shit when he was younger. But nah, he did what he had to do, and now he's a cool, laid-back guy now. And now he just, works a normal job, does his poker thing, and he's cool as fuck. I love that guy. So, OG, shout out to you. So I hope I didn't say anything too bad. I mean, y'all don't like know who he is for real. That's not his real name, so you'll be fine. But that's what everyone calls him. That's what I call him. That's what everyone calls him. Um, what else are we gonna talk about? Oh my god, I don't even remember what. I have a few things written down, but they're nothing like really that exciting. I was on TikTok scrolling the other day, and I saw someone post an ad for it was like a TikTok shop ad for these. It was like a flower shaped glass thing, and then you open it and there's like an ashtray inside, but it was like very cute and like tasteful. And I was like, wow, if I was a smoker, like, dude, and Seth Rogen's smoker brand, I'm like, see, because it's one thing, and dude, call me judgmental, I don't give a fuck. But if you're like smoking backwoods all day long, and like you got like fucking like roaches laying around, and like blunt wraps, and like fucking grabba all over the place, and it's just like, ugh, and it's just like messy and like everywhere, like that shit, I'm like, ew, like that's not cute. But something about like if you smoke joints, if you smoke nice, clean, perfect little joints, and you have like the cute little like Seth Rogen fucking smoker accessories, whatever his brand name is, I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's like. Isn't it called like, what the fuck is it called? Let's Google it. It's gonna bother me. It's Houseplant. Isn't it Houseplant? I'm gonna just go. I think it's called Houseplant. You have Seth Rogen's like fancy little like 70s esque smoker things. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of sexy. Like, I'm like, ooh, suddenly I don't think it's gross anymore. I'm like, okay, I can get into that a little bit. Because when I do smoke, which is very rarely, I do smoke joints. I smoke pre-rolls because, baby, who the fuck, I'm not doing all that. I'm not rolling shit. If you smoke blunts, your breath smells like dookie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you are a blunt smoker, your teeth are probably yellow and your breath smells like fucking dookie ass. And it's like, it's whatever. I mean, that's what you want to do with your life. I just don't, I don't. I mean, if you smoke anything, bitch, your breath smells like fucking dookie. Like, even those vapes that y'all love to puff on. Y'all be hitting those vapes, like, and then your breath just smells like burnt fucking blueberry shit. I promise, it does not smell good. Like, you think that you're hitting that vape. Dude, that vape makes your breath stank. I promise you. Because I've smelled some stinky vape breath. Promise you that. Also, my pillow cases, I don't have any cases on the pillows right now because they're in the fucking dryer. Because my pillow was red yesterday. I mean, I haven't dyed my hair dark in a very long time. I kind of forgot. And I've never actually dyed my real hair red ever. I know that red is one of those colors that bleeds out a lot. My entire bathtub is fucking pink. It's like stained pink. Looks terrible, but it'll come out eventually. I'm not worried about it. Maybe I'm not worried about it. I'm moving out. I'm moving out this place in less than 2 months. Oh, Jesus. I'm not, well, I mean, I love this apartment, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely ready for something different, something a bigger space. Just something new, something fresh. I'm ready and I'm excited. And I actually went down there when I was going to buy Miso's Dawn dish soap. On the way back, I had to pass by the leasing office. I said, oh, let me go ask them. Let me go see what the tea is. I'm like, hey, listen, if I mounted my TV, do I got to patch the holes up? Like, be for real. Girl to girl. Well, actually, it was a guy. Girl to guy. There was another girl that was in there too, but I'm like, come on. Do I got to patch the holes or what? And he was like, honestly, they're probably going to charge you anyway. He's like, because it has to be up to like a certain standard. I was like, oh, fucking God, standard. But apparently, I didn't even remember this. When I moved in, I paid a $500 fee, which I thought went to towards my first month's rent. But apparently, it's the security, and then that $500 you can get back. They said, he was like, no matter what, he's like, I always tell everyone, you don't have to clean. You don't have to worry about cleaning. He's like, unless it's like fucking filthy. He's like, but once you get all your shit out of there, you don't have to clean. He's like, they charge a cleaning fee regardless, so don't worry about cleaning. I was like, okay, noted, because my last apartment didn't fucking tell me that, okay? I was literally scrubbing the floorboards. I'm not even kidding you. Dude, that place was fucking spotless when I moved out, okay? And they still charged me a $250 cleaning fee. I said, oh, fuck you, bitch. They were like, that's just part of the protocol. I said, no one told me fucking shit. I wouldn't have fucking cleaned. I'm like, bro, this shit was cleaner than the day I moved in. I'm like, that's how I know y'all didn't even clean this shit, because the day I moved in wasn't even this fucking clean. So, I'm like, okay, definitely not gonna clean. But there's a few things, and a lot of them being done by Miso. He's bitten up by where his cat tree is. Well, their cat tree, it's Chai's as well. There's a light switch that's like level with the cat tree because it's up higher, and he's bitten the fucking like the actual switches. So they're like disintegrating. And then the blinds, or the screen, the window screen, he climbs up it because he thinks that's another fun activity for him to do. So he climbs up the window screen sometimes. So there's holes in the window screen, like little tiny holes. There's a few holes in the wall from the times that he's dropped my PC off of the table and onto the ground. There's just a few things that I may get charged for. So I'm just hoping that they don't charge me out the wazoo. But the guy was like, basically anything that needs to be fixed, it comes out of the 500. He's like, and if they don't find that there's anything that needs to be fixed, you'll get the remainder of it back in a check. And if they find that there's over $500 worth of damages, then you'll have to, they'll bill you or whatever the fuck. Whatever, it's not, whatever they fucking charge me, I don't think, there's no way it can be more than $500 worth of fucking, there's no way. It's like literal, like a few little things. It's literally just the holes in the wall from mounting the TV and shit. Like, it's not that big of a fucking deal. Bitch, you put a little fucking spackle on that shit, it's good, bitch. I'm not gonna charge no fucking $500. But there's really nothing else wrong. I'm like, I am a good renter. Like, I'm a good tenant. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't have any proof of income. I don't have any proof of income. For whatever reason, this building does not do proof of income. They don't give a flying fuck. They don't give a fuck. I don't know what it is. I mean, and it's a nice building too. And they don't advertise it though. But when you apply, you pay the $500 to apply. They check your credit and then they're like, you're good. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a nice building. It's in a nice area too. I got a pool, I got a gym, I got a roof deck, I got the whole fucking thing. So I'm like, okay, nice, fucking perfect. And I viewed a few other apartments, and this one was my favorite, and I thought was the nicest out of all the ones that I saw. And I was so worried when I was moving in. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to get fake pay stubs. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do that. And now I'm just like, I'm gonna have to do all that shit again because I got lucky with this fucking place. That was another reason why I signed a second lease for another year. Because I've been at this place for 2 years now, and they raise the rent every year, and I'm like, okay, now you're pushing it. They raise the rent every year and shit, and yeah, I gotta email them and tell them I'm not renewing it or whatever the fuck, and I don't fucking know. So they also said that I could do a move out inspection a few days before my move out date, so they kind of can have a look at everything and tell me if there's anything that I would like need to do, or like if they're gonna charge me for shit or whatever. So I'm gonna do that with them too, because I'm gonna be moved out a few days before anyway, because bitch, I'm not moving on my birthday. I've said it once and I'm gonna say it again. I am not moving on my birthday. I want to be moved into my new fucking apartment. I don't want to have to worry about none of that shit. And I'm actually going to view a place tomorrow. I'm going to look at a place tomorrow. It's still way too early to be looking for apartments, because just the fucking annoying thing is that they put apartments out and they're like, okay, we need this shit to be rented out next week. Like, what the fuck? Damn. Who's ready to move in like a week? Like, that's crazy. I kind of like that peace of mind, like a nice like month gap. Like I like knowing like almost a month before, like, okay, this is my new spot. Like, damn, I'm like, people want to rent places out so fucking quick. This place, they were like, yeah, it's available August 1st. There's still people living there right now. People are fucking living there. And they're doing a viewing while the people are living there. I'm like, damn, can you give these people a second to fucking get out of there? Like, so I'm gonna go view that shit tomorrow. It is a really cute unit. It's not too far from where I'm at. It's a 2-bedroom. It's actually cheaper than what I'm paying here for a studio. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, if I'm gonna get a 2-bedroom apartment, I can't have all the bells and whistles. I can't have a pool and like a gym and like the buildings that are like super like fancy schmancy. It'll just kind of be like just like a normal building. But I still want the unit itself to be nice, like updated appliances, no white refrigerator. That's where I draw the line at a white refrigerator, baby. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Sorry if anyone's listening right now and they turn around to a white refrigerator in their kitchen. I'm so sorry that I said that, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm not doing that shit. I'm just on to bigger and better things, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. New chapter. And I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm like giving myself a year. I'm giving myself a year from my birthday to like get shit fucking cracking. Like this is it. Like bitch, you've been in LA for 3 years now. Like come on, what's tea? Like if you're gonna be out here, like reap the benefits of LA. Like I don't fucking know. I'm like I could do this content shit from everywhere, but I guess it's just like there's more people and like I don't know, more stuff to do out here, I guess. I don't know. So I'm like I'm trying to like make shit shake while I'm out here. One of my really good friends from Connecticut just texted me today, said that he's thinking of moving out here in the next few months too. So that's exciting. I'll have another friend out here if he does go through with it, which I'm pretty sure that he will. He seemed pretty serious about it. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm like things are just looking good, and I'm very proud of myself. And I'm just trying to give myself a little pat on the back here. I am very proud of myself. From a few episodes ago when I was having my little mental breakdown, when I was on that 15 mg of Lexapro, and now I've switched over to the Prozac, and I feel great, dude. And it's really just a combination, I think, of being on a better medication plus just having like a different thought process about things. Like I'm just like, I really haven't been anxious. Like I haven't just been, I mean, I still get a little antsy about stuff here and there, but it's almost like my brain used to let it get to this point where it was like the point of no return about things that weren't even that big of a deal. And it's like I'll get anxious about something and I'll like be like, but it doesn't go that extra mile anymore. Like my thoughts kind of, it's like, okay, girl, you're fine. Like, and I've kind of like established that, and the anxiety doesn't go that extra mile of it turning into like an existential crisis out of body experience. I really haven't had a super bad panic attack in some weeks actually, which is fucking amazing. Like even when I was on my normal dose of Lexapro before that, was like if I went like a week without even like a baby panic attack, like that was like a big deal. Like I really actually couldn't pinpoint the last time that I felt like I had a full-blown panic attack. Like I've been doing really, really well. And I'm still trying to do things that are like out of my comfort zone to like push myself and other shit. Like I want to go to, I really want to go to Disney still. I want to go to Disney. It's just so fucking hot. If I go, I'm gonna go at night because it's too fucking hot. That's another thing too. I'm like, there's just some things that I'll never be able to do, and that's okay. Like as far as like, but not even anxiety wise, just like me. Like, bitch, I'm not going to a fucking amusement park on a 95-degree day. Never. I absolutely just cannot do that. Like that's not even enjoyable for me. Like that's just the heat. Like I cannot handle the heat, bro. Like that's something I can, even if I'm by the pool, I'm like, I gotta be like in the fucking pool the whole time. Like I can get out and lay out for like 10 minutes, then I gotta get back in the pool. I'm like, I can't. The fire truck. I just cannot do that shit, man. It's too fucking much. It's too much. So, just stuff like that. I'm like, I want to go like and I found this cool, like water adventure park. Y'all ever seen they have like these lakes, but they're like man-made lakes. It's like not like, I mean, sometimes like maybe they are real lakes, but they're like man-made lakes, and they put all these big fucking like bouncy, like they're like inflatable, but they're like stairs and like slides and shit, but it's like all in the middle of a lake and you have to wear like a life vest. You just jump around. I found one of those places and I want to go so fucking bad. Me and Rachel were talking about going. I think me, Rachel, and Cash are gonna go because that sounds like fun. But yeah, I'm like trying to think. Oh, I was like there was a reason because we were gonna go. We were gonna go this week. Like we talked about it last week. I'm like, we gotta go this week. But I just got a new tattoo also. I got two new tattoos. One really tiny one on my back, and then this one right here on my arm. It's a little keychain. It has like a little heart and a little key and a little like safety pin. Honestly, from far away, I feel like it looks like a gun, and I don't like that. I don't really like that. It's giving AK-47 a little bit from far away, but but I have to fill up, more spots on this arm anyway, so I'm just gonna put more shit. I'm just gonna put more shit around it, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But that's my mom just texted me. She said, "Did you give him a bath?" Yes, I did give him a bath. I did give him a bath. I wanted to talk about one more thing that's been weighing heavy on my mind before we take the calls. We need to talk about Clinton Kane. We need to talk about Clinton Kane. So, if you don't know who I'm talking about right now, just like do a little like TikTok deep dive rabbit hole situation. I'm going to kind of explain it this in the from what I know, because I'm not like super tapped in with the lore. So Brooke, is it Brooke Schofield? Is that her last name? Brooke is Tana Mojo's, is the other like co-host on Tana's, well, it's like it's both of their podcasts, whatever. She's the other person on the podcast with Tana. And she used to date this guy named Clinton Kane. And he apparently was this Australian guy. And he makes music. I've never listened to one of his songs. And he's not very cute. Very cringy looking. And just some of the things that he does, like, it's just very cringe. Very, very, very cringe. She dated him, I think, 2 or so years ago. And I think after they broke up, she found out that he's not from Australia and he fakes his accent, okay? He fakes his fucking accent. So I think he's American, and he fakes his accent. And then all this shit is coming out of him, like being in interviews and doing podcasts, and people are like clocking him. They're like, "Why do you sound so American?" And then he's like, "Well, mate, I didn't know." Like, and he switches back up so quick as soon as it's like, oh my God. So there's like all these clips of him and like all this shit. And then another thing was that he said that he has a song that he said that was dedicated to the fact that his mom died. His mom is not dead. His mom is literally not dead. So then everyone finds out his mom's not dead, and they're like, what the fuck? So I guess Brooke, like, kind of, I don't know if she, like, exposed him, like, a really long time ago. I don't know how this all, like, just rehashed right now. But I think that he had posted a video about her saying that how she's still like stuck on him or whatever the fuck after her not talking about him for like fucking ever. So then she made like a series. She made like a 16-part series of her talking about him, which I have not watched. I have not watched the series. I just keep seeing people posting like memes and videos of him. And I saw dude, you guys need to like just look up on TikTok Clinton Kane singing. Oh my God. And it just like the mannerisms and the shit that he does while he makes these fucking TikTok videos of himself singing, it's so cringe. And I'm like, how the fuck could she have like, and she literally was like, I was unmedicated when I was dating him. I know, like, we all do some fucked up shit, but that was just a very rough time for me. Like, I don't know what the hell I was going through, but I mean, we've all been there. We've all dated some questionable people for sure. But dude, it's just so bad. And there was this other video that I saw of this girl. She was like, I used to work at this restaurant, this kind of fancy restaurant a few years ago. And she said that Brooke came in with somebody for, it was for an anniversary. There, like, it said, you know how you could, like, when you book a reservation, you could put what it's for. It said it was an anniversary. And she was like, she showed, I don't know if she like recognized her name or something. I think she was like a kind of like a fan of hers at the time. She was the hostess. Okay, this girl was the hostess at the restaurant. She was like, they showed up, and I legitimately thought, like, I was convinced because they like didn't post the relationship publicly. She was like, oh, okay, maybe she's still waiting for the guy to get here because who is that? Like, there's no way. She genuinely was like, no, there's actually no way that can't be her boyfriend. Like, there's no way. Like, she was like, there was no, like, not even a thought in her head, like, not even for a second did she entertain the thought that was actually her boyfriend. I was like, wow, that's just so fucked up. But it kind of made me giggle a little bit. And she was like, well, I sat them down at the table, and it was just very, very awkward. There was some very weird tension between them. Like you could just tell she was like, "Oh, these people are gonna break up." Like she was just like, once I realized that maybe damn they are together like that, she was like, they are not gonna last. Like it just you could tell it was like some weird tension there. But yeah, so I just need you guys to go see videos of him singing because it's very, very, very cringy, and he's just kind of the hot topic right now. So I need you guys to listen to that. But we're gonna take our calls. We're gonna take our calls for the day. Call singular. I don't know. We might just be doing one. Let's see. Let me sit up for this one. Ugh. Let me sit up. Okay. Oh. Oh Jesus. Vanello's Villa. How can I help you?
Hey, Vanilla. I'm so excited to be here at the villa. But while I'm here, I definitely have some questions. I need some advice. So, my birthday is in October. My bestie, she hit me up the other day that she bought tickets for us to go see a band that we both like on my birthday, right? Now, mind you, this is like her favorite band. Like, it's really not my favorite band. Like, I like them. It's really not my favorite band, though. It's her favorite band. So she bought these tickets for us to go see them on the day of my birthday, bitch. Okay. So low key, though, I'm like, I just kind of want to have a Fortnite themed birthday party at my house and just get drunk at my house and play Fortnite all night with my friends. I don't really want to go see your favorite band on my birthday, you know? But I love her. Like, she's my all-time best friend ever, and I'm like really happy that she went out of her way to like do something like that and like get us tickets to do something fun. um but like, girl, like, it's my birthday and I don't really want to go see your favorite band on my birthday, and the scheduling just does not work. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So basically, how do I tell her, like, without being a bitch, like, hey, I don't really want to go see your favorite band on my birthday. I just want to get drunk and play Fortnite at my house. So let me know what I need to tell her. Thank you so much, babe. Love you so much.
Love you, love you. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. So here's the thing. I am, I'm an advocate for it's your birthday, babe. Do what you want to do. It's your fucking birthday. As long as you're not like, pissing other people off or being like a fucking total like drama queen or whatever. If that was, if you wanted to fucking do a little Fortnite L dance on your fucking birthday at your house drunk with all your homies, that's amazing. That sounds like a fucking good time. Where's my invite? I want to come. Like, that sounds like fun. You want to get fucking drunk, play Fortnite. That's what you want to do on your birthday. Amazing. That sounds great. I do think it's a nice gesture. It's not like, I don't think she's doing it. Obviously, she's not doing it. She probably was just like, oh my God, we both love this band. Maybe she didn't, obviously, maybe she knows that she loves the band more than you do. She's like, great, we both love this band. I'll buy the tickets on her birthday. It'll be amazing. I do think if this were me, I would never have bought the tickets without asking first, because I would want to make sure that that's something that you would want to do. I don't know if she was trying to surprise. Well, it doesn't sound like she was trying to surprise you because it's fucking July and you already know about it. So I think at least that's the good part, is that it's so soon that you could just be like, hey, this is like, honestly, like, I think it would be so much fun. And like, but as for like at my actual birthday, this was kind of like what I wanted to do this year. And I think that that's fucking totally fine. I think that's totally fine. And then the real test is she going to sell the tickets, or is she going to come to your birthday? Like, cuz what, that's the thing too. So now let's fast forward in the future. Day of your birthday. Does she still go to the concert but with somebody else? Or does she sell the tickets? Because if she still goes to the concert, that's fucked. That is fucked. Because then it just shows the bitch that she just wanted to go see the fucking band. Like, and she just was like, oh, whatever, I'll bring her. It's her birthday. Perfect. Now I have to go. And I'm sure this is your best friend. Obviously, I'm not, she probably doesn't mean to do it in like any malicious way. And I'm not saying she would do that. But I'm just hoping that that is not the outcome of this situation, because that would suck. But I do think, yeah, I think that you should just, I mean, you don't just kind of say it like that. I think, you should just be like, hey, I don't know. This is not, that's, I mean, cool. That sounds like fun, but it's not really my favorite band. And I just kind of would rather do this. I kind of want to just fucking Fortnite I kind of want to do the gritty. I kind of want to hit the gwitty. I want to hit the gwitty and get fucking victory royales with my bros. That's what I want to do, and that's fine. And that's fine. It's your life. You could fucking, you could do whatever you want. I don't know how long I've been recording for. I can't tell. I'm like trying to see in the fucking thing, but it's way too far. Let's take one more call. Fuck it. I think we got time. Let's take one more call. Vanilla's Villa. How can I help you?
Hey, Vanilla. So I am calling because your girl needs some help. It is scary out in these streets. So basically, I reconnected with a girl that I knew from high school. And for me, high school was 10 years ago. But we did like kind of keep up with each other throughout those 10 years, like wishing each other happy birthday or congratulations if anything happened. And we hung out a little bit, not too much. But yeah, she just recently slid into my DMs and was like, yeah, let's like hang out. So we hung out. She was like planning things for the future. She was planning other dates. She was just doing a lot. She was doing a lot, and also I even met her friends within the first couple of days, which was cool. Like, it was a vibe. Like, we were really vibing. I was feeling it. She was feeling it. And then out of nowhere, she ghosted me for like 2 weeks. And she just recently hit me up like a couple of days ago, I want to say, or maybe last week, and was like, so sorry. Like, I just have a lot going on in my life and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just kind of like, do I even like keep her around? Should I keep talking to her? Should I kick her to the fucking curb? Like, what the fuck should I do at this point? Like, the vibes just, I feel like they changed. Like, even our texting is kind of dry. We did hang out once and watch the movie, but I don't know. What should I do?
Okay. See, also too, I'm like, are y'all wait? Was there like chemistry? Like, were y'all flirting? Like I'm confused on the situation because you're like she was planning future dates. Like dates. Like, what's the tea? Like, is this a friend kind of a thing, or was it like something more? Like, I'm a little confused on that aspect. But regardless, I do think whether it's a friend or if it was something that could have been more. Um, I think it's strange for her to hit you up, for her to go out her way, and you guys don't talk like that, and for her to say, "Hey, we should hang out. Oh my god, I miss you." Whatever the hell. For her to want to hang out, and then you meet her friends and all this shit, and then she ghosts you. Like, bitch, you and then her excuse me. Oh my god, I have so much going on right now. Bitch, not, you clearly didn't have enough going on for you to fucking hit me up in the first place. You didn't have that much going on. The fuck? Like 2 weeks ago, girl, you didn't have like I don't know. See that kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Cause it's like, how are you gonna ask me to fucking chill, and like then you're gonna ghost me for a little bit and then say that? I don't know. I mean, granted, it's like still too early for it to like even be anything serious. If I were you, I would just save yourself the headache. I wouldn't. I would just kind of like let it die out. I'm not saying you have to like be like fuck you or like whatever, but I would just let it die out and let it like that's it. Like yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because it's like, it just seems a little strange. Seems a little strange. Again, I'm confused on the context a little bit, but I wouldn't. I would just be like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Or if she's texting you and she's just like, oh, we should hang out again, I'd be like, yeah. But then, like, just don't actually make plans. I don't know. This doesn't sound like it's gonna go anywhere. She kind of seems a little flaky, and I hate a flaky bitch. I hate a flaker bitch. I hate that shit. Oh, that irks me to my fucking core, dude. You make plans with somebody, and then the like day of, they're like, "Hey, so sorry, like I can't." But it's like one thing to like do it once, like that's fucking fine. I get it, life happens. But if you're someone who's like known for doing that, and like I know a few people like that, and I'm just like I could tell. I'm like, oh, they're gonna fucking flake, like whatever. I'm just like, bro, that's it. Like you're not. That's it. You're not on the roster anymore. You're not on. You're not like on the friend roster. Like I'm not hitting you up. I'm not going out of my way to fucking make plans with you because what's the point, bitch? If I know you're gonna cancel, like the hell. Um, but that's it. That's it. Again, this episode was a little over the place. Sorry, I feel like I'm like now it's really bothering me about the wig thing. I'm like I really feel like I got into that whole shit last week. Again, I don't even remember what the fuck I ever be talking about. When I tell y'all I record, I edit, and when I say I edit, I put the intro, the song, the outro in the song and I edit the fucking calls in. That's it. I do not listen back to my podcast. I do not. Whatever I said is none of my business. I don't listen to shit. I don't ever remember what the fuck I talk about. So, just apologizing again if I had already talked about that. But, yeah, I got my merch samples in. Woo! Can you believe it? Oh my god, can you believe it? I got the merch samples in. They are in my possession. The shirts and the hoodies and the keychains are officially in my possession. The only things that I need to get done are the baby tees. And the baby tees, the guy was lagging on them. I sent him the baby tees because I was able to get the baby tees for a cheaper price than he was able to get me them. So I bought 3 of them. I sent them to him and he said he never fucking got them. So then I had to buy them again. And now I'm just going to go somewhere and get them printed real quick just to use as the samples. But when I actually go and do the actual orders, I'm going to use the same guy that did my other samples. Because I'm like, he's just going to take too fucking long. But now that he has the actual screen prints and shit, it's not going to take him that long for the actual orders. So hopefully, if all goes well, if all goes as planned, last week of July, the website is going to be live. So plan for that. It's going to be a pre-order. So it's going to be a 2-week pre-order since it's my first drop. I'm not just going to buy a bunch of shit and hope that it's all going to sell out. I'm going to have every single size, fucking in whatever sizes that it all comes in, available for 2 weeks to pre-order, and whatever you want to buy. And then from there, I'm gonna get them made and then ship them out. So from the time it'd be like a 3 to 4 week situation. It's not like you're gonna buy it and it's gonna ship to your house fucking next day like Amazon. Like you gotta be a little patient with me, my loves. But yeah, merch is coming soon. Most likely keep an eye out. If you just go to vanillamace.com, you could put in your email and sign up for the newsletter shit, and it'll tell you when the website drops. But, if you follow me on Instagram and all that shit, you'll see it anyway, okay? All right. Love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.